What often get lost in this game of basketball is finding players who are willing to start in a role. I have watched at the high school level, the AAU, the youth level, and the collegiate level. It's hard to find guys who are willing to start in a role. And the first thing you must be able to do, if you're going to be an elite role player who's starting in a role, you have to play without the basketball. So in this video, we're going to break down a few tips to help you become a star that plays their role at an elite level. So as you see right here in this clip, you see the defender turns their head to the ball. Jalen Brunson has the ball. We know Jalen Brunson is going to have a high usage rate, but you got guys like Jason Hart, Mikal Bridges. You have to find ways to still be effective. So you'll notice he's not going to cut. That's an option, but he's going to relocate the space. So when you're playing your role, you have to do it efficiently because you're not going to have the ball in your hands that much. Okay, you still got to find ways to contribute to winning when you do not have the ball in your hands, right? So you'll see here, Derek White's going to get off the ball. He's going to go set a screen, cross screen, and then he's going to come off a pin down. Simple basketball, right? Everybody knows, right? We go back and look at this. Everybody knows Jason Tatum is going to dominate the ball. We get that. But can you still be efficient and effective when you don't have the ball in your hands like Derek White? Players that star in a role, you have to be able to shoot the basketball, right? So as you see in this clip right here, and we're going to rewind it back, players who star in a role, they do it at an elite level, right? They know how to contribute to winning. So the rebound is secure. He realizes that. So he knows it's time for me to get out and run and get the space. If you're going to help guys like Jason Tatum, you have to spread the floor, right? Because if not, guys like Jason Tatum, they just going to pack in on him. They know what he wants to do. He wants to ISO. So guys like Peyton Pritchard that star in a role and can shoot the basketball, they become valuable for guys like Jason Tatum, right? Again, watch here. ISO, he misses it. But again, floor spacer. Star in your role. You have to move without the basketball and you have to be able to shoot the basketball. What often doesn't get talked about enough is playing defense. Get into the passing lanes, right? Finding ways to steal your team extra possessions by playing defense. Guys who star in a role, simple, play defense, right? You may not be the one who's doing the scoring, but you can still impact winning by playing defense. You can see it right here. Watch Derek White. You see him right up top here, okay? Watch what he's going to do. Pay attention to the details, okay? He's still looking, he's surveying, he understands. I gotta help. Boom, right there, still going the other way. Impact winning. Give your team extra possessions by being willing to play defense. Not too many guys who star in a role want to play defense, right? They just want to be the superstar. Nah, that's not always going to be the case. Sometimes you have to get out into the passing lanes and get steals, and that's how you can create your offense and help your team create offense. At the level that you want to play at, you have to be able to play defense if you're going to be one of the best role players on your team. When we talk about players that star in a role, they don't get out of control. They understand we have to value possessions. When the ball's in my hand, I have to value possessions, right? You see right here, he's attacking the basket. Peyton Pritchard's going to attack the rim, but watch his patience. He's not out of control, right? He's playing off of 2 feet. He's being disciplined. When you star in your role, be patient, right? We understand that you're not going to have the ball all the time, right? In this play right here, he understands, okay, this is the time I had the ball. I got to create something, but I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to be out of control. Play with a certain type of pace, not too fast, not too slow. You have to add this part to your game because players who play out of control because they want to dominate the ball, but that's not their role, typically get sat down on the bench. Now, let's not get this twisted. Players who star in a role, still know how to get buckets, right? You still have to be able to get your own when you get the touches that you get, right? We understand we're not gonna always get those touches like the star player or the best player on the team, but we can still get our opportunities when we have them. So when you get the opportunity in the ISO situation, you can't be afraid to get busy, right? You can't be afraid to go at your man and create opportunities for yourself and for your teammates. Players that start in their role can still get theirs. It's just they don't have a high usage rate, right? You see it right here. Get the switch, you got to punish it. He's going to attack it, get to the rim. Easy work. The game is not that hard, but you still got to have the ability to go get yours. You can't always depend on players that have a high usage rate like Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum. No, you still got to have those guys who star in a role still be able to get theirs. And that's part of the game that gets lost because a lot of these players at the different levels, they want to dominate the ball. No, you're not going to get those opportunities. But when you do, you got to maximize them. Another skill that you must have to be a high level role player that stars in their role, you have to be a willing passer. You can't be the player that just wants to shoot every time they get it. That's not your role. Your role is to share the wealth. You can't be afraid to share the basketball. Even when you got to turn down a good shot for a great shot, as you see right here. He's going to be a willing passer. He's going to draw two. He did his job. Look at that. He actually drew three. His man and two help side defenders. At this point, yeah, he could shoot it, but it's going to be highly contested. But guys who star and girls who star in a role, they understand the right read, make it. He has two options, corner, wing. Make the right read and be willing to share the basketball. Now, last but not least, you have to be able to rebound, right? Don't just be a ball watcher. Rebound on the defensive end and also be willing to rebound on the offensive end, right? A lot of players just want to stand on the three-point line and watch other players, other teammates get the rebound. No, what I like about Payton Pritchard, as you see right here, one, he ain't afraid to guard his yard, as you see. Secondly, he ain't afraid to mix it up and get in there and rebound. He's a smaller player, but he's still gonna find ways, right? Right here, offensive possession. Look where Payton Pritchard is at. Watch his defender. Just watch what he does. Defender just stops and staying there. But he's gonna keep moving and watch what happens. Good things happen to those who are willing to move and find ways to contribute to winning. Again, don't be just a stationary bite, right? A lot of players just want to be stationary. Look, right here, Payton Pritchard. Look at his defender. Not even paying attention to him. Just standing upright. Payton Pritchard like, all right, cool. I'm about to go steal us another possession. This is how you contribute to winning. When you star in your role and you keep the main thing, and keep it so simple that the coach sees your value. You're not going to be the player that's trying to dominate the ball and shoot every shot. Nah, you're going to play your role, whether that's defending, rebounding, scoring at times, spacing the floor, and being willing to steal extra possessions by offensive rebounding and getting into the passing lanes. I'm Coach Green, your basketball scoring coach. Thank you again for tapping into this video. Do me a quick favor. Click that like button, click that subscribe button, comment below, and let me know what you thought about this video.